Unlock the flow of wealth before Ramadan Mubarak. Brothers and sisters, have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract endless success while others struggle, no matter how much effort they put in? Have you noticed how two businesses selling the same goods can be side by side, yet one is always full of customers while the other remains empty? This is not just a coincidence. There are unseen spiritual barriers that can block blessings and wealth from reaching us. Today, I am revealing a powerful secret, a timeless act of Sadaka, charity, that can remove these barriers and open the doors to rizq, sustenance, abundance, and success. It is a practice that has existed for centuries, yet very few truly understand its significance. If performed before Ramadan Mubarak begins, this act of kindness has the potential to change your destiny within days, sometimes even within hours. If you have been struggling with financial hardship, living paycheck to paycheck, or feeling as though no matter how hard you work, true prosperity remains out of reach, then this message is for you. Before Ramadan begins, make it a point to give Sadaka to 3 particular animals, and you will witness an extraordinary shift in your life. Your blessings will be so immense that even if 7 generations were to depend on this wealth, it would not run dry. This is not merely a belief. It is a divine reality experienced by many who have embraced this sacred act of giving. The key questions you need to know. Which 3 animals hold the secret to unlocking wealth? Why do these specific animals have such a deep spiritual significance? What exactly should you donate to them? And most importantly, how does this act remove spiritual barriers to success? I will explain everything in today's video, so stay with me until the end and take note of every important detail. A true story of wealth and spiritual wisdom. There is a well-known tale of a man who spent over 4 years visiting Data Ali Hajar, asking for guidance on health and wealth. Despite following every instruction given to him, his financial situation did not improve. Frustrated and confused, he finally asked, "People say that if I follow your teachings exactly, I will become wealthy. But after 4 years of doing everything you advised, I am still struggling. Why?" Data Ali Hajar replied with deep wisdom, "I will reveal to you the charity for wealth, but know this, even after performing this act, you will not become rich unless you solve 3 specific problems within yourself." The man, puzzled, asked, "What must I do to resolve these problems?" Data Ali Hajar answered, "For each of these 3 obstacles, you must donate to 1 specific animal." This was the moment that changed the man's life forever. Understanding spiritual barriers to wealth. Many of us believe that wealth is only a result of hard work, intelligence, and effort. While these are important, they are not the only factors. There are deeper, unseen forces that either allow wealth to flow freely into our lives or block it entirely. Consider this. 2 people can start the same business, but one flourishes while the other struggles. Some individuals attract endless opportunities while others face constant setbacks. No matter how much effort some people put in, they remain trapped in cycles of hardship. This is because rizq, provision, is not just about effort. It is about divine blessing, Barakah. And when hidden spiritual barriers exist, they prevent that blessing from reaching us. But the good news is that these barriers can be removed. As Ramadan Mubarak approaches, there is a golden opportunity to cleanse our lives of these obstacles and invite Barakah and prosperity by giving Sadaka to these 3 specific animals. What happens when you perform this charity? Once you complete this sacred act of charity, you will notice sudden and unexpected financial blessings. Doors of opportunity will begin to open effortlessly. Your business, career, or financial situation will see miraculous improvement. The burden of financial stress will start to lift and you will feel a newfound peace. Your risk will become so vast that it could sustain generations after you. This is the power of divine wisdom. And now, the question remains, which 3 animals must you donate to? What is their significance and how can you perform this act correctly to maximize your blessings? I will reveal all these secrets in today's video. Stay tuned until the very end, because missing even a single detail could mean missing out on the barakah that Allah has written for you. The gates of abundance are about to open. Are you ready to receive them? 1. Pay attention to the birds, a hidden source of blessings. Most people see birds as just another part of nature, ordinary creatures that fly, sing, and go about their day. But if you look deeper, you will realize that birds are a divine sign, a reflection of Allah's mercy, and a reminder of how faith leads to provision. It has long been observed that places with a high bird population are often happier, more prosperous, and filled with an unexplainable sense of peace. These places seem to be showered with Allah's blessings. Have you ever noticed that in times of hardship or crisis, birds disappear from certain regions? It is as if their presence is linked to the well-being of a community. Think back to Pakistan 15 or 20 years ago. When the sun rose, the air would come alive with the sounds of birds singing, a natural symphony that welcomed the new day. But today, things have changed. The once vibrant mornings have grown silent. Birds that were once abundant are now rare. Have you ever wondered why? Could it be that as people drifted away from gratitude and kindness, the birds also vanished, taking their blessings with them? But there is good news. You can invite them back. And with them, you may also bring back the abundance, happiness, and prosperity that they once symbolized. How to attract birds and unlock blessings in your life. 1. Begin your day with Fajr, the time of Rizq, sustenance. One of the most powerful ways to invite blessings into your life is to wake up for Fajr. This prayer is not just about fulfilling an obligation. It is a divine moment when Allah distributes sustenance to His creation. Those who rise early and pray Fajr are written among those who seek His bounty. 2. Feed the birds, a simple act with profound rewards. After offering your Fajr prayer, go to your rooftop, balcony, or garden. Take a handful of grains, millet, wheat, rice, or anything you can afford. Whether it is just a small portion or an amount worth 50 rupees or more, scatter it in a place where birds can easily find it. This small act may seem insignificant, but in the eyes of Allah it holds immense value. Every grain that a hungry bird eats is a source of blessings for you. It is said that when you provide food for Allah's creation, He provides for you in return, often in ways you never imagined. 3. Provide water, a reward that never ends. Just as important as food is water. Birds, like all living beings, need water to survive. Place a small bowl of fresh water in a spot where they can drink freely. During the hot summer months, this simple gesture can save countless birds from thirst and exhaustion. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once told a story of a man who was forgiven all his sins simply because he gave water to a thirsty dog. If showing kindness to one animal can lead to such mercy, imagine the blessings that await those who regularly feed and provide for Allah's creatures. 4. Recite Subhanallah, a formula for Barakah. After feeding and watering the birds, sit for a moment and recite Subhanallah, glory be to Allah. Say it 33 times, 100 times, or as many times as your heart desires. This simple dhikr, remembrance of Allah, not only increases your spiritual connection, but also attracts divine mercy and provision into your life. 5. Make dua, ask, and you shall receive. Lastly, lift your hands and make dua. Ask Allah for more wealth, sustenance, and barakah, blessings in everything you do. When you care for His creation, He takes care of you. The story of Baba Farid and the secret of the birds. This wisdom is not new. More than 700 years ago, Baba Farid, a great saint of Pakpatan, had a deep love for birds. It was said that he could understand their language and communicate with them. Once he was asked, "Have you ever seen a bird go hungry at night?" He smiled and replied, "I have seen many birds sleep hungry, except for one kind." Curious, people asked him why. He explained, "That bird has deep trust in Allah. Every morning before leaving its nest, it recites Subhanallah and flies out in search of food. And by the end of the day, it always returns home with a full stomach. This is the power of faith and gratitude. Just as that bird never worries about its sustenance, those who put their trust in Allah and give freely will never be left empty-handed. 2. Give for charity, the secret to unexpected wealth. You may have heard incredible stories of people who used to feed stray animals, giving them milk, food, or shelter, only to later become extremely wealthy, sometimes overnight. This is not a coincidence. Giving in charity, especially to animals, has a mysterious way of bringing immense barakah, blessings. I personally witnessed such a story. There was a man who was so poor that he struggled to afford even 2 meals a day. His life was filled with hardship, and he had little hope for change. However, despite his poverty, he had a small habit. He would leave a container of water and occasionally mix a little milk into it for the stray cats in his neighborhood. Over time, more and more cats began to gather at his doorstep. Then something astonishing happened. His financial situation changed drastically. Slowly, opportunities came to him that he never expected. The same man who once couldn't afford basic necessities eventually became so wealthy that he moved into a grand mansion in one of Lahore's richest neighborhoods. People were amazed. They asked, "How did this happen?" But the answer was simple. His kindness to animals brought him unseen blessings. The lesson: small acts of kindness can change your life. Many people think that to receive more wealth, they need to hoard what they have. But the truth is the opposite. The more you give, the more you receive. This is a divine principle. When you give freely, whether to birds, animals, or people, Allah opens doors of provision that you never imagined. If you want your life to be filled with abundance, start today. Wake up for Fajr and seek Allah's blessings. Feed the birds and provide water. Help the stray cats and dogs in your area. Recite Subhanallah and make dua for an increase in sustenance. Trust in Allah, just as the birds do, and you will never be left empty-handed. The secret to prosperity is not in how much you earn, but in how much you give. The power of cat blessings and curses. Cats are special creatures. A blessing from a cat can bring you incredible luck and success, but a curse can lead to disaster. If a cat blesses you, your needs will be met and your fortune will grow. But if it curses you, you could lose everything. How to give charity to a cat. 1. What to offer. A small amount of milk, based on what you can afford. Meat scraps, like chicken with a little blood. Avoid fatty or goat meat. If possible, offer a small piece of fresh meat. 2. How to offer it. Place the food outside your home, but not too close. Move away after offering it. This keeps the cat from relying on you too much. 3. Why it matters. Feeding a cat is believed to remove obstacles and negative energy from your life. A cat's blessing can improve your luck and bring you abundance. Helping crows, a way to clear negative energy. Negative energy or bad luck can come from many places, your home, drains, or even the air. Giving charity to crows can help remove these obstacles. 1. What to offer. Bread, stale or fresh. Avoid giving them meat. Break the bread into small pieces and soak it in water. Crows prefer moist bread because it's easier to eat. 2. How to offer it. Place the soaked bread in a container on your roof. Let the crows and kites come and eat it. Why these acts matter. Performing these 3 charitable acts, feeding cats, helping crows, and giving to the needy, before Ramadan can bring immense blessings and remove spiritual blocks from your life. Final message. Try to complete these acts before Ramadan begins. They can bring abundance and blessings into your home. Don't forget to pray for others and share this message if you find it helpful. MashaAllah, Subhanallah. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Islamic content. May Allah bless you with prosperity and a happy life.